Jackson, 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 Jackson. Jackson. Alright. Ada. Alright. I'm back. Good day, everyone. Let's continue the story, shall we? Di close belum ya? Close dulu. Ini di close, ini dibikin. Tamat kemarin saya bang, buset cepet banget, nyantai aja selesai mah, gak usah dikejar-kejar, main game buat enjoy. Kalau dipaksain stres, malah nggak enjoy. Bukan stres sih, capek juga. Analysis on the bot let Iron file out of her sight. Spoiler. There's now the path outside the arc. Archeon come. We can still catch him. Kok suaranya kecil ya? Oh iya, habis Vici. Wait a minute. Banyak chat, Telegram, WA. Chat kantor juga sih. Nyari ini sekalian. Apa ya? Ini apa sih? Oh, nggak mungkin di bos itu ya. Wow. Youch. Aduh.
Cari ether kurang. Oke, di situ. Ups. Masuk ke sini. Oh bisa. Holy shit. It's right there. Holy moly. Gue lupa mainnya gimana. Awalnya Paladin gimana ya? Guys, itu Holy Circle. Oh iya. Ini lu mas Holy Spirit buat serem amat. ke selatan. Ke selatan, barat. Hujan sih. I have an idea. If memory serves, the proposal was Logisticon Beta, one of the Labricos climate control center. It should have its own list, which with pencet. But that make inconvenient meeting place. Oh, but even if we happen to find Aaron Will on the company's website, perhatian is tiny spell lagi. Oh iya ya. But they are all turning invincible. Hippity hop, my little tots. Tots lagi. Jadi kodok. My goodness. Playing GUI can worry not really well with the myself. I suggest you and your green companions help along and catch up with Unreal. Should you feel the magic fading, return to me and I will refresh the chat. Ooh. What I want to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. You. Of course. Okay. Rabbit, ngomong apa? Boing. Game apaan? Jadi kodok dong. Kodok. Wek. Berapa? Ada salah jalan harusnya kemari. Oke. Kodok gede. Waduh, ngeri banget. Ya, perlahan. Alright. Damn right. Ya, bener. Asam gilanya apa pula? Okay.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlian scholars and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Charlian was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the forum.
Apa dah?
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full. While I do have my reservations about the forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Probably. Cerah. Boing. Ouch. Wait a minute, why I'm down here? Hello! Hello, hello, hello. Watch out, spoiler. Welcome, welcome. sana. Oh, nggak bisa ya? Yuk, lewat sini kah? Mungkin. Terbang, dia terbang. Ada apa di sana? Make sense sih kalau banyaknya terkurannya, make sense. Yang lama dikurangin, yang baru dibanyakin, ya make sense. Enggak, dia nggak terlalu grinding. Kasian baru main grinding nyari yang terkuran ya. Aduh, rajin banget. Aduh, rajin banget lagi. Terlalu rajin. Welcome back after this one. Interesting, I had a feeling you would learn something important. If it's something as simply a confirmation that no one knows and no one knows must have anything. We should share this Assuming we find the primary arms the more distant area, just in case you decide to wander. Sampai si siapa? Krill sampai mana jalan? Udah lama jalan, Bung. Alah. Kayak di mana lagi? Di sini. Oh lah.
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead. Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Hadlin.
Thank you.
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you.
Mati aja semua.
Take the flower, walk free, for you are free
Anjing tuh
to go where you wish, to believe what you will.
bangke. Kenapa jadi nangis ya? Aduh. Mati aja karakter semua.
That blue will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine till the end, blinding and radiant.
Masukin inventory.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread. Imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress. You can't be serious! We've done nothing wrong!
Tiba-tiba berhenti lagunya. Wadadadadadadau, siapa pula ini? Wadadadadadadau. Bapak!
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Jemput anak, Om.
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
It is not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. and we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
Probably.
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse.
I want my lawyer.
But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Gedung DPR. Wah, nggak sesuai dengan trailer nih. Kurang banyak bangkunya. Kalau trailernya banyak nih, kayak ngiterin gitu. Berapa lantai?
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age-long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the forum's policy-making process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions.
Yes.
At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge.
Bahasa Indonesia, please.
The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony.
Oh, yeah.
The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh so important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Wah, kenapa tuh? Ada Jedi. Bisa nyekik diri sendiri.
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore.
Bisa. Lah.
Knowing this,
Kenapa tuh orang?
what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Anjay, ini dia nih.
Such misguided zeal.
Father,
Master Fortuno,
Fortuno.
I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Kenapa tuh kayak?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections.
Ooh,
put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? Now, if we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Terus ngapain lagi, Pak De? Pak.
Order! We will have order! Master Monteshane raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlian. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates.
Yeah.
Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
Dua.
I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
Capek-capek ngomongin orang. Begini doang. Ya ampun, kasihan banget Piera nggak pakai tutup kepala lagi, nggak pakai topi itu. Aduh, kasihan banget. Oke. We know now that the mission is to is not a sea. With our freedom to surely contain it, but promise to selalu berat more. about to just the forum being so maddening behavior about this group of peers. Why are they so reluctant to explain their action in plain words? So Papa, come with me. His father works so viral and the incidences over his own family. Alpino, Alice, it is you. Pasti Pak D yang tadi. Yang tadi. Oh bukan. I have been for the firm. I can as swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad that they allow you to stay. Mother. Maknya. Mak. Maknya. Ini kamu deh. Oke. I mean, it's literally at your service. Happy to the sign of the second down. How lovely. To finally meet you. Mother, please, we don't wish to make things difficult for you. We hope to reach Father that you are here. Oh, Father, am I to this private speaking with my own children? I am well aware that you and the master friends of them at the moment. I have been absolutely desperate to see my darling friend. Okay. You will come by the house, won't you? I have been waiting. Consider our option. Don't visit home. We will be back at the annex when you are ready to join us. Pulang. I'm not sure Gracia, what do you think? Gracia, the Gracia Noir. What a splendid day this was. Turned out to be champion of Eurasia. I insist that you join us. Waduh. But we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return in time enjoying our hospitality, the servant will be made to suffer the consequences. But we must be... Oh deh. Gracia, if you would be so kind as escort my children to the estate. Well, and then she was gone, and with her opportunity to purchase. Indeed, the matter is somewhat. Enjoy yourself, Fitri. You are there. Nemenin NPC jalan ya. Apa aja sama. No for the answer, still unplanned. Wah, mati tuh orang, jatuh. Charlotte Housing Wen.
Kenapa jadi inget lagu Kita adalah sepasang.
Welcome home, my lady.
Untuk posnya enak didengar gak? Oh iya jelas dong. Jadi pengen nyanyi kan. Kita adalah sepasang. Gedong orang kaya.
What are you gawping at?
Bisa tinggal di
Oh, gods, please don't. It makes me feel like a spoiled princess.
Yes, of course you are.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Enak loh sebenarnya lagu-lagu.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
Waduh, rumah orang kaya bajunya terbuka gitu. Dah, ganti baju dulu. Mohon maaf. Aduh, udah orang tuanya lagi.
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations.
Kirim duit ke anak. Lagi merantau, bisa.
They have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name. It is plain they care for you. And I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
Ah, bisa aja nih. Tante bisa aja. Bentar. Saya cuma petualang biasa tante gitu. Gracie yang ngomong. Wih, kostum baru.
You mentioned gifts. I wasn't sure what to expect. Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
Wasa.
it's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become. See for yourself.
Asik.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
Dijahitin baju.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you'd allow me, Master Alphino.
Weh, dikasih cerita baru. Gila. Oh.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father.
Weh, punya bapak. Dia ambil betak.
Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now.
Asik.
And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
Whoa.
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb.
Asik.
May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortunato has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Your enemy closer.
That's the ultimate thing. Thank you for doing
help us remember who we are and whence we came. But innocent and never enjoy our companions. Yes, of course. pam pam pam. Enjoy your time with your lovely home. Meantime, I'm confident that we will be well equipped. Next, langsung bersama tanker. Gak sabar sama tanker. Boy, apa nih? Asik jalan-jalan tanker, jalan-jalan sama Uri Anje. Uri Anje. You have really instruction at hand. If you're ready to set out, then so are we. Having been to Japan before, I've been traveled by aircraft, but the rest of it, neither sea voyage, waste of time we do not have. Alfred survived. Ngomong apa ya? We delivered the knowledge to our comrade NVIDIA. Yeah. But are you going to see the meat? I tend to do so earlier, but in my shame, my courage failed me at times. As I had all the time, I was sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor disrespect I feel not I should speak, because I have to keep my silence. Whatever you think of someone, it's your choice and yours alone. It's too difficult to manage. It is not. But I have volunteered for second world causes. I shall go to it. I shall face that was overdue. So, let us be off. We should look for our researchers named Kite. Kite. Map baru. Saya jadi kalau map baru tuh bagus banget. What's up? The test subject. Welcome. Wadadah, test subject. What? Test subject? Oh, you hadn't heard? Well then, allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an island, you really need to attune to it before it. Otherwise, you can use it as a beacon to seek out while you are mass of ether hunting along the live stream. Teleportation. Wow, dijelasin anjir. But if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an ether without being attuned to it, what about to sell it to place where never been? Follow your smelling level to access level possible that people might move about more freely. Good. finally done it. We create a new kind of adrenaline that doesn't require to truly that change happening. Well, my language but this adrenaline themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other. Germany is the broken into points. First, let's square off of that. One must be beside each. As you may know, our nation was traumatized with that's adalah. Indeed, we all must is breakthrough to the contribution of the actors. So to sum up, we are test this adrenaline how fruitless for you. I should mention that my accent is my ability to channel item. Will this be a problem? Wow, not at all. Like your it makes up this spread awareness as subject most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their soul gradually disintegrate as they drift helpless in the live stream. In this, that's really unlike that something goes well. What? Is splendid. The hell? I see. Any other question? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparation and head inside to the other plaza. Ooh. Ooh. Pam, pam.
Set. Just the four of you, was it?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystalline Thavnir.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travellers could line up here, please. Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
Oh deh, nggak perlu.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads Athar. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between two peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay for a time. Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have? What chance?
Kenapa naratif ini berhenti dulu? Wait.
Against such an insidious foe.
Berhenti dulu dong. La 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 la.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
Sepi amat ya.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let Estinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Ngejar Estinian. Kejar Estinian. Apaan sih? Api terawan sih. Wadadadadadadadau, wadadadadadadidau. Hey, stop right there. You there? I need reading some. Bagaimana traveler? I mean, greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir. Come to me. My service armas made by only the finest and freshest ingredients. What the hell is that? This one for common unruly bellies. By way of more welcome to Japan. Next offer to you for the low price 19,800 gil. For not one, not two, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargain. Apa dah? Malam. The price is high for bring anyone. Wait, I see. This is swindling me. Wah,
Since a producer, I might have my price confused. It's actually 1,890. Entah, 1.000. Or 3 bottles of lassi. That conversion would be been quite costly, but the cost is very well. Then your coin. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to others and get some else. Me. I'll back until I explore the tower. Beep 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 beep. Ini orang remaja. Wing wing wing. Tidak pusing. Ada depan. Right, I'm ready to get with it. At last it totally worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Die here. Wah, dikit. I wanted this small cycle to again. This hit short box, shading my armor. Max, where you got the local vendor recommends that this revenue weave so that easily and how much it costs? 90. That's still I was told it's nothing fancy but I have been always valid. That's incredible. I didn't even have a whole candle to you. I'm introduced as Indonesia, not outside, not long tribe as hub commerce. In the beginning, there was no car, so that switched. Textile, the product of honest culture. All this combined to make trading power advance that such status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must be maintained through the judicious government and strict regulation, neither of which I see any influence. Even the merchant who get it are free to use that's so the opposition is much more. Information we can gather in yielding excellent. Read it in huge. Oh yeah. You will travel. Well, no, it's a problem. That's why I can give my husband that says stay suddenly appeared. It is there unless perhaps things would be fine like the patient, but no, it's not. His health is wonderful. We still have all the friends and regulars, but this is as good as that. But we will be someday detailed soon. Musket aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. They are supposed to with it. I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is the times have changed. That's all. Look, you must have this. The empire is at war with itself. The provinces are in chaos. And then there is a lower sitting at our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has okay. We can blame Warner for not wanting to take the risk. Yeah, but this leader was lost. Alright, forget about the numbers. Sure, some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, medicine, all this. But I think it's guaranteed. Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not a merchant? Please tell me you are a merchant. I see, that's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matter. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me? My name is Max. Since he is in the Netherlands. help you? Ah, I remember seeing you back in the guild. You can speak with him. And much, yeah, fisherman, yeah, and every village. I saw my cats.
Bentar. Pos.
Yo, I'm back. Is it someone back? Iya kan ya? Oh iya. Damn. Story progression, boy. Gone. If I ask you what is that gitu. Wait, gue harus cek dulu. Aman gak sih semuanya? Semuanya aman. that you do? An adventure, you say, and you travel the world helping people. Then this must mean you are great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? Oh, you see, I brought some fresh fish with me. The portion I eat is to show them. The problem is I'm terrible with people. I've only dealt with because I'm not getting my point. Oh, but please, silly. Show me how it's done. Oh, damn boy, damn. I know that will. Wait, shit. Tapi gue tahu maksud that. The event is no longer to skip. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registration. Oh god. Hilang lu, kecelup. Wait, sini. Wadadadadadau, aduh deh. Gelemas, bro. Pesen makanan dulu biar perut. Cutscene panjang kayaknya nih. Ah shit. How long I've been streaming? 2 jam. Mungkin pause dulu ya, lanjutan nanti. Saya makan dulu. Thank you for coming. See you in the next stream. Bibi. Kok Bibi sih? Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you.